friends! Do you know that all of us can grow back some of our worn out body parts? In science, this process is known as regeneration. For us to better understand this concept, we may need to tackle on two theories known as the cell theory and the differentiation theory. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started! Robert Hooke was the first person to find out the cell. The cell theory was then improvised by many other scientists using their own researches. The cell theory basically tells that all living organisms are unicellular or multicellular organisms, which means that they're either composed of one or more cells. It also states that cell is the basic unit of life. Let me explain it using the Lego analogy. Imagine that we're building a toy Lego hut. For building it, we obviously need few Lego blocks. Similarly, cells are needed to form any sort of life on Earth. In this case, we can conclude that one cell is equal to one Lego piece. There is something called a tissue, which is formed that we connect few similar cells. From here, we can also conclude that a tissue is similar to the walls of our Lego hut. The cell theory also states that most cells are from stem cells. Stem cells? Yes. Stem cells are unspecialized cells which have the ability to transform into any type of cell or tissue in the body. Now, let's watch a short video clip on how this happens. As amputation happens, the cells on the amputation site lose their identity and blastema is formed. Blastema is basically a mass of stem cells grouped together. By using it, they regenerate all the cells and tissues needed to create the worn-out body part of that particular animal. Now, here comes a problem. As I said, stem cells can transform into any type of cell in the body. But how will they know what cell they should transform into? Here's where the differentiation theory takes place. Well, the stem cells actually get to know by the cues they get internally or externally. There are two major ways on how this can happen. Number one, some cells in our body contains a certain type of protein known as the transcription factors, and these activate some genes and also deactivate some other genes in DNA, which will send cues to the stem cells. Number two is basically like peer pressure. A group of cells just induces another group of cells by just giving signals, and these signals could be passed in different ways, but that doesn't matter. So, that wasn't complicated after all. Doctors and scientists are working hard to create personalized medicines using the help of the stem cells. Who knows, maybe in the future, we, humans, can also regenerate most of our worn-out body parts, not only animals such as these.